Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. On tap, we've got what should be a fairly intriguing matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With that, let's get you over to Raymond James Stadium for the home opener. On the call, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Godden alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, they come into this one after a loss in the opener, and they're in for another tough test here.
And what a battle for an organization to look at your schedule and see 2 road games to start the season and not have a letdown immediately. You've got to fight against that. They've got to come out ready to play.
The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led out by their 6'5" quarterback out of North Dakota State. It's Carson Wentz.
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean, he did throw 2 touchdown passes. That was impressive. And he's so close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions killed him and his team. That was costly. But if he just cleans that up a little bit, there's a reason for optimism with this team and this passer.
They'll run now with Peyton. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
And this will be incomplete. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And since this is such a good unit at covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Wentz, he finds Pirine out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall?
And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd and 7, Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
You better talk to your boy. You better talk to your boy. Have him protect you.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So here are the Bucs now to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their 6'4" quarterback, the former #1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston.
And this is a guy who cares totally about his team. He will do whatever it takes for a play to be successful and for his team to win. I've seen him become a lead blocker on running plays, even though I'm sure his coaches don't want him anywhere near that pile.
Here's Hunt, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And, Charles, now we get our first look at this offense.
And one guy you have to look at in particular is Kyle Long. Can play guard or tackle with a nice degree of nastiness.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check 24, check 24.
Jameis to throw it. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Sacked by the outside backer, Telvin Smith.
We better not.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
To throw is Winston. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
All day, baby, all day.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Pirine. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Solomon Thomas there on the tackle. Throwing on 2nd down. Wentz. And his throw here's incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. And that'll make it 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now Wentz. Looking long for Westbrook. It's caught inside the 25. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 55 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. They go draw play. It's Dillon, and he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. On 2nd down, Dillon, and they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Open man is Westbrook, complete. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the 1st quarter as that's a 1st down. Defensively, they're going to have to do something about him in a hurry because that last catch puts him over the 100-yard mark. We haven't even hit the 2nd quarter yet.
And you did say they'd have to do it in a hurry. It has to be right now because as his confidence grows, it'll actually overwhelm the defense. No matter what they do, he'll feel like they can't stop him.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. On the run, it's Peyton. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. To throw is Wentz. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Point after, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. On the delay, here's Hunt. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Winston. And he will find his man on the outside. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go play action. Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a 3rd and still about 12 to go. On 3rd down, Winston. Going to throw right side here, complete. 25 yards that time.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Right back to him on 1st down. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
He's brought down at the 31.
On 2nd down now, it's Person, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run it. Here's Dillon, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Now a carry for Pirine. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. From the gun on third down, Wentz. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. On play action, Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On second down, Dillon. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 34. Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. He finds his tight end, Gentry. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. There goes a deep ball, end zone, into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Wow, so wipe out the INT, roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be a second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Wentz. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Wentz. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, and it's third down. Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. M.J. Stewart made the tackle from his corner spot. Pirine, draw play. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. The Jaguars on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This will be 3rd and 6. Wentz going to throw, and this is going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. Jameis Winston and the rest of the Bucs set to begin this next drive. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. And he finds Howard complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well, if you're going to pass on 3rd and 1, you better get a first down if you complete it. They completed it, but no gain.
The aiming point has to be beyond the first down marker where you throw the ball. 3rd and 1, you can't have anything that's even close to the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you run the risk of what we just saw there, not getting the first down.
All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Here's Wentz to throw. He was looking for James O'Shaughnessy as tight end, and now it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wentz. This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Wentz now 8 of 17 so far, so under 50%, but he's got a 1st and 10. On the draw, here's Peyton. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now Wentz. Open man here is Gentry. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down. On second down now, Dillon. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Now Pirine. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. The Jaguars on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is third and goal. Wentz looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. So they opted to pass for it on third and goal. Let's see what they do on fourth and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on fourth and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be third down.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
On play action, Winston. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Let's go one more.
At the 36-yard line.
Now a handoff looking right. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Now Winston. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 39. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and that'll bring up second down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. And he'll take this one down to the 36. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
You got it. You got it.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Defense.
Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Jameis to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
The extra point up and good. And that trims the lead down to 9. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out come the Jags. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now Wentz. Going right side here, and that's complete. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Working from the gun, Wentz. He finds Pirine out of the backfield. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Give him 7 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 26. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In our game, it's been Carson Wentz with a strong first half. He's thrown for close to 200 yards already, and that's helped propel his guys into the lead. As we send you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And a look now at the game so far for Jameis Winston. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Winston. That's caught by Howard. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. Winston now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. Winston. And he slings one that's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
24 is the mic.
Off the play fake, Winston. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, we're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. Now Wentz. He's got his tight end O'Shaughnessy. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Pirine. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
On 1st down, Wentz throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. This one complete over the middle to O'Shaughnessy. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 23.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Again, here's Pirine. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now Wentz on 3rd down. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He finds his tight end, Gentry. No gain there on the completion. It'll be second down. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. They'll run with a Hall of Famer, Peyton. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play fake. Winston. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get one step. If you're within one step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that looks like an extra step was involved.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. On 2nd and a yard, Winston. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A familiar ring to that one. Winston to Evans for the Buccaneer first. From the shotgun, it's Winston.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Offense.
So that'll back them up 5. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
The ball placed just outside of the end zone as they come up again on another 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
Extra point right down the middle. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. A pass there complete to Westbrook. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Wentz now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing is Wentz. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 24-yard line. On play action, Wentz. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. He's got Smith here. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run now with Dillon. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 10 more there and another first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really...
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 3 quarters have come and gone. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 2nd down and 4, Winston. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Jameis now on 1st down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Winston now from the 50. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 35. First down, Winston. Open man is Howard, the tight end. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They'll throw again. Winston. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 24-yard line. Winston of the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. He completes it to Evans. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. From the red zone now, Winston. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Again, it's Winston. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But now it's 3rd and goal. Right now, no questioning the toughness of this Jaguar defense. This is 3rd and goal. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Josh Allen giving him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that'll get the deficit back to 16. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Dillon. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Wentz. Open man here is Gentry. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. They'll run again with Pirine. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. On 2nd down, Dillon trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
False start, offense.
So that'll bump it back to a 1st and 15. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. From the gun, Winston. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Key to tight end. Hey, we got 4.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Winston, and he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. To throw, Winston. And this is caught by Evans. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Winston now. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now a carry for Dillon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll try and run for it with Peyton. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Pirine. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. On 2nd down now, Dillon, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. They'll keep it on the ground. Dillon. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. James O'Shaughnessy, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Winston, and that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball. Yeah,
recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And
now a hit and a loose football. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. A 1st down throw for Winston. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Throwing again on 2nd down. Winston looking for his running back, and he's got him. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Here's Winston. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jaguars, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they will fall to 1-1, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for